George Conway keeps insulting and directing accusations at President Trump, the Trump family, and the Trump administration. He claims it's all in the best interest of America, but that's not true. He's just upset because his wife, Kellyanne, had an affair. And the individual she had an affair with was introduced to her by Donald Trump. It's not Donald Trump's fault that your wife, Kellyanne, had an affair with Buckwheat. Now, I know what you're thinking. Buckwheat passed away in 1980. No, he faked his own death. The media scrutiny, the paparazzi, it was just too much for him. He needed a break. So he faked his own death, but he still kept up the affair with Kellyanne. And George, you should have known there was an issue when the first time you went over to her apartment, you saw the Buckwheat shrine. But you chose to ignore it. And then you're trying to blame Trump. And then there was a second incident after the election when Trump won and everyone was trying to move into the White House. They let Kellyanne move her stuff in first. And there was no room for poor Melania because she had her Buckwheat memorabilia everywhere. It took 3 months to get that stuff out of there. We had to reopen Gitmo. That's where it is now. That was the only place we could put it. And you chose to ignore all those facts. Poor Melania had to stay in New York waiting for you to get all the damn Buckwheat stuff out. You ignored all that. And then when it finally came to a head about the affair, you didn't even take responsibility for it. You blame Trump. And Buckwheat is a Hollywood heartthrob. When you think of Hollywood leading men and heartthrobs, you think Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and Buckwheat. So most women on the earth are more infatuated with Buckwheat than their husbands. That's just life. So I'm not sure why you think insulting President Trump will help with your wife's obsession with Buckwheat. Or actually, the worldwide obsession with Buckwheat. So I think we need to you need to get some help with this. You know, I'm willing to help you and bring some people over and do an intervention. But the one thing you must realize, you know, it's just like an alcoholic who has to realize there's a problem. If your wife's infatuated with Buckwheat, there's nothing you can do about it. So that's something you need to take to heart, or else there's just no helping you.